Walk me through what Rick Carlisle was kind of walking me through yesterday about that 30 wide, if you will, all NBA head coaches Zoom, which he said was within the hours of what everybody saw and was horrified by on the streets of Minneapolis. Coach.
Yeah, I reached out to Coach Carlisle and David Fogel. They run they're in charge of the NBCA. And I just said, listen, we meet on everything having to do with coach-related issues, our 401ks, the direction of the funding for the Coaches Association, contracts, things of that nature, things that are important to us. And there's not a bigger issue that was important to me than what we're seeing with regards to African Americans and police brutality and just the entirety of what's going on in our country. And I just felt, we have too big of a platform, and we are united already as an association of coaches that we have to discuss this, because we lead a league of African American men, predominant African American men, and we lead a league that these men have to deal with these issues. And for us to be leaders, we need to be educated, and we need to do it in a way where we're united on that education and spreading that platform, using our platform to do that.
So what was that conversation like? Can you share?
It was easy. I said, Rick, I can't cuss on your show, but I used some words.
Yes.
I said, I'm vulnerable right now. I'm angered. I'm vulnerable. I'm an African American coach. I'm a young African American coach. I have a young African American team in terms of the players that we have, and it's going to be hard for me to lead, knowing that I'm feeling the same way that some of them may be feeling. And we have to discuss this as coaches. We can't just walk in and say we can't wait for the season to start, and we haven't addressed a real live issue that's going on in our country. And so I expressed that. I told them we have to do something, and that's the point of a union, of a coaches association, is to address matters that are important, and this is important.
So what was the conversation like when you all got on the Zoom?
They gave me the platform to speak, and I spoke freely, and I spoke openly, and I spoke passionately about systemic racism, blatant racism, and the fact that we need to do something. And, from the response, we had every coach there, and there was dialogue with every coach after, but the response was simple. Thank you. This is needed. What can we do? And I truly mean that when I say all 30 coaches were passionate, they were energized, they've been motivated, and they still are, to use their platform in their cities to address racism, to talk about the issues that we've never confronted in the history of our country, and to try and build up our communities through this education. And our coaches, I tell you what, our coaches are phenomenal right now with their attendance, with their attention, with the email chains that we have going on, with the text messages that we have going on, sharing articles, sharing information, having dialogue, reaching out to a community relations team. It's been enjoyable to be a part of, but we know we have a lot of work to do. Well,
you're Lloyd Pierce, Atlanta Hawks head coach, joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show, and I'm appreciative of you joining. And I look forward to having you on subjects about the sport itself, which I'll get to in a second. But your Instagram post, where it was just a shot of your face close up, I want to give you the floor on what that was and calling people's attention to it to check out on your Instagram account and allow you to sort of walk us through why you posted it, what was going through your mind, and what's going through it now.
I posted it because I think sometimes people feel things more when it's closer to you, when it's closer to your heart, when you have a connection. You feel the depth of a person when it's a friend, a family friend, someone that you knew. It attacks you emotionally. And so I'm a head coach, and I just wanted to know my followers and people that know me as a head coach, I wanted them to know that I'm also a black man. And for 44 years, I've been a black man. And if you change the words, if you don't know that it's Coach Pierce, and you realize that I've been affected by this tragedy that George Floyd has experienced and his family has experienced, it can happen to me. It almost will happen to me in some form or fashion. whether it's me directly, someone I'm related to, or someone that I know. And then a lot of times I think we move on because it doesn't hit us. And I just wanted it to hit everybody the way it's hitting me. And so if I zoom in, you just know it's a black man. You zoom out and you say, oh, my goodness, I didn't realize it was Coach Pierce. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter who it is. It shouldn't happen to any African-American person. It shouldn't happen to any person. It definitely shouldn't happen to any black people because of the color of their skin. And that's what's happening right now.